Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra, I'm preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today is very special lecture. Today I'm going to talk about law of motion and law of karma. The third law of motion and law of karma, how both are related with each other. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, मेरे आराध्य मेरे कृष्ण मधुसूदन मुकुंदा मुरारी केशव जनार्दन गोविंद गोपाल केशव माधव, they clearly stated every action has a particular result. If the bad action is there, then bad result would be there, equal result. And if the bad karma is there, the bad result will be there. If the good karma is there, good result will be there. So the law of motion, actually Newton's third law of motion, actually clearly stated every action has equal and opposite reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Here in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Madhusudan Murari Kesava Janardana clearly stated Karmani Vadikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana Ma Karma Phal Hetulabhu Mate Sangosva Karmani. Means here Krishna clearly stated you have right to perform your prescribed duty. You have right to perform only and only your karma, but you are not entitled to execute any kind of fruitive expectation with your karma. So don't consider yourself as a doer of your karma, and don't get attached with your karma, and don't be unable to not perform your prescribed duty. So here we all are entitled to perform our prescribed duty without being attached, without being associated with our karma, without any expectation, without any desire. So desireless karma and expectationless karma both are very important. Desireless karma and expectationless karma, that is called niskam karma. So niskam karma, that is most important. And in third law of motion, every action, if the force is applied on the particular object, then it will react. So if our karma is there and we are having some expectation, and if we are not getting as per our expectation, then negative result would be there, opposite result would be there. So this law of karma and third law of motion both are actually similar with each other. So I would say law of karma is equal to law of motion, third law of motion, Newton's third law of motion. Every action, if you have expectation with your karma, with your action, then if your action has not been fulfilled as per your expectation, then you will get the opposite reaction, and opposite reaction will associate you to perform a bad karma, because your expectation desires are there, and in order to fulfill your desire expectation, you will lose your mind, you will lose your intelligence, and once you lost your intelligence, everything will be lost. So Krishna clearly stated, because you will not think about moral values and ethics and character. You just want to. You are very lunatic and become a mad to fulfill your expectation or desire. So desires are always there to actually make you material bondage. So in order to make yourself free from the material bondage, what you have to do? You have to perform desireless karma. So here Krishna clearly stated, for every action there is a some result, but according to the action of the particular person, according to the karma of the particular person, I am giving the reward accordingly. I'm rewarding accordingly of the particular person karma, particular person's action. But at the right time and right moment, I am giving a result. After accumulation of the certain karma, I am giving reward of the accumulation of the karma. So the group of karma are there, efforts are there, and after multiple efforts, I will give a result to the particular person. So in order to get a success, multiple efforts are there, and every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That doesn't mean we have to put our best effort irrespective of our negative and positive result. So every action has equal. Equal means we will surely one day we will surely get the result of our action. And opposite means if we are not, if we don't have a patience or something like a tolerance, then opposite reaction we will surely get. So we will be following the wrong people, and we will find a shortcut to get a success in our life. So never find a shortcut, because there is a no shortcut for the success. There is a no shortcut for the success. Each and every person should have to keep patience, and also keep quiet, and you have to means effortlessly, means you have to put your best effort continuously without getting tired.